it's me, Tuxedo Masterian here, and today I'm going to talk about Zeus. Well, the wrestler, I guess, the show player Zeus, who was actually a Southwood, who came from the No Holds Barred film, that one of the first WWE films that was made. The truth was, um, yeah. So during this, so it was in 1988. While and they did a No Holds Barred film of Hulk Hogan as Rip. And there was a Southwood, there was a Southwood on there known as Zeus. That's all they called him. And so since the film did well, WWE started doing this deal where at the end of, I don't know, 20 to 26th, 27th, you could get two things in one: the No Holds Barred film, and then a steel cell fight between Hulk Hogan, Brutus Beefcake, Randy Savage, and Zeus. Well, Randy Savage. So I don't. He didn't come around that time. Now he did. And keep in mind, this wasn't the show player coming in as unlike Southwood. This truly was the show player coming in as Zeus. I am not making that up. At the Survivor Series, or the Outlived Their Saga, that's where it really started. And he really didn't have a lot of wrestling skills, so anyone who worked with him had to make him look stronger than he was. He was first teamed it up with Randy Savage back when Randy Savage and Hulk Hogan were having their hang up. He was then later on teamed up with Teddy DiBiase when Teddy DiBiase was having his hang up with Hulk Hogan, and then after that he just went away. You know, after SummerSlam and the Survivor Series, or the outlived their sagas, and after that he was gone. You know. Well, he did come back again in WCW, but this was like years later. I guess 1919, between 95. Well, only called him Z Gangster, but that's who they were going with again. So even WCW thought that they could, you know, offshoot from that. Well, after that, that was it. No one ever really heard or saw from him again. I'm sure he was in other films and farcier shows, but nothing as big as the No Holds Barred film he was in after that. I could be wrong about that. So, it's sad to hear that he died. You know? Not really much to talk about Zeus except his run in WWF and WCW, about how, he was just, brought in to make the film look bigger. He was brought in to work with Hulk Hogan to get the whole Rip Zeus fight over. Only, you know, only at the end of the day, that's what his goal was. You know, he was in there to be an unbeatable foe to Hulk Hogan at the time, who had played Rip in the film. He was then brought into WCW the same way, only I don't really think they worked him the same way, but it is what it is. So, yes. And it is sad to hear that he died, but I got some good news. Zeus is up in heaven with God and Jesus now. He's at rest now. He's at a good stead. You know? That's all I'm going to say there. That was his name. That was the name that WF gave him, or now W gave him, for their film. And YZ Gangster, I'm not making that up. That was the name that WCW gave him. But WWE owns the right to both of those names. So if anyone out there, like an IW and AEW, think they're going to be offshooting those names anytime soon, think again. But anyway, it is what it is. He came in to WWF and WCW. He probably was more known for his WF run than he was for his WCW run. You know? That's all I gotta say about that. I'm Tuxedo Max Darian. Hope you like this film.